end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, Alabama.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
A little screen to the running back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's going to let it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. You might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Who strikes the blow. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100+ yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's back. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
Looking for blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
Now,
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Going to try to pop one on the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, Kansas State 0.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires on the move. And the ball is picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just run on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into...
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Touchdown.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even...
Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. And he muffs it, a loose football. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the middle. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The AT unit on the field.
In the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer,
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Skips away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Urasek. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's Etienne. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lovett. How about that play? Getting a huge huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second.
Texas 7, Georgia 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Intercepted by Texas. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
1st and 10 from their own 13. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
He's going to pass. On the run, still looking. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Blue. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and
it's picked off for the fourth time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Golden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those...
Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Etienne. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Gonna take a shot. He's got it up at 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They keep attacking through the air. Setting up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Georgia going up tempo. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Klubnik. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the connection. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This is a 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for a crease. It's Maffa. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Georgia 10, Clemson 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the tight end. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Now on first down after that completion. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback moving. He'll take another shot here. A full dive to haul that one in.
Fantastic effort on that catch. That looked to me like it was just going to be a long incompletion, but how about stretching out, corralling the football, and this offense is on the move.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Etienne. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th.
It's complete! A huge pickup! Running toward the tape. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Starting to feel a little pressure. He throws into the middle of the field. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Georgia 31, Clemson 7.
The Dogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speak, and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So
he's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Clemson jumps to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking left. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football.